We are almost there. This is the final step right here.
That's great.
Is to know when to memorize. I mean, think about coming home from a long day of work. You're exhausted. You're hungry. You have laundry. You have kids. You have school, maybe another part-time job, and you're trying to memorize in between there. Like, it just doesn't work. It's like fitting a square into a circle block. It's like you are stuffing this, and then you're wondering why you can only memorize a couple words at a time. You have to figure out your flow and the best time for you. Fly Tie, I figured out mine years ago.
Okay.
And it's super early in the morning. Quietness. After a night of rest, you make sure you sleep well, eat well, like take care of yourself. All of this is part of the process. But early in the morning, I would light a candle, have some coffee, maybe do my devotion time, and then I bring in that speech. Boy, oh boy, I just feel like as I would say words, it would automatically be imprinted in my mind forever. Like, I could literally tell you speeches from years ago because they're so ingrained in me. And this is another reason why I tell people to be careful what they take in first thing in the morning, because if you're like me and if you absorb so much information first thing, you want to be careful jumping onto social media. You want to be careful watching the news first thing in the morning, because that is what you are taking in. That's what your body, your soul, your mind, your brain is taking in. So in these moments when you find out what works best for you, that is the time that you truly spend with your speech.
I love that you talked about the time, because there's a few more things that's going to help you. Physically, you have to be in a good headspace. Time. Number 2, well rested. Number 3, breathing. Breathing helps you calm your nerves. And then read it again. After you read it again, walk away from it, breathe. It's helping you to absorb. You're taking it in now, not only your mind, but you're actually taking it in your soul, right? I'm living this speech now. And when you breathe, I believe you should also stay hydrated. You will not believe how much they say hydration actually helps your memory, helps your brain cells. It's scientifically proven when you're well rested, you're hydrated, you're energized early in the morning, you're able to remember things a lot better than late at night. You've been going all day, you're exhausted, you're hungry. I like to call it hangry. Angry and hungry, you're not going to remember things. You don't even want to be embedded in whatever you're studying. But when you're feeling good, maybe you go out and get a little vitamin D sunshine. It absorbs better. Breathe. Great time of the day. Stay hydrated. Relax. And let your speech or your program come to you. Do not force it.
There are a lot of people who say the shower is their space.
That's my space. That is my thing.
Where you will go over your whole speech.
Yeah.
I will do it as I'm getting my makeup on. I'll do it in the car on the way there, because think about it. The second you get there, which you want to leave early, you want to make sure you have time for parking there. You don't want to rush any of this. Anything can become a distraction, as we mentioned, that can make it difficult. And now you're frantic when you're getting on stage. So you want everything to just be smooth, already planned out. Clothes are out. Everything's planned. You're there early. You're going over your speech there. But you want to just keep saying it. And here's where you have to give yourself the grace. There are a lot of times that we are expecting ourselves to say it word for word, how we've been practicing it. Here's where you say it over out loud in the car or in the shower, and you let yourself ad-lib here, ad-lib there, while you're using those triggers from circled words, from highlighted words that can bring you back in to the speech, where you say, I know I ran off on a tangent there, telling a story or really addressing the audience or the program or the day, because maybe you're like, oh my gosh, did you guys see that accident on the way in? Well, that wasn't part of your rehearsal. That wasn't part of your speech, but you're speaking about something that everyone in the audience can relate to. So you're bringing them in and you're flowing. But you got to remember, if I went off on a tangent about this accident that we all got stuck in, now what was that story that I was going to go to? Oh, got it. So here's where you allow yourself to breathe, allow yourself to flow, trusting yourself that you'll be able to hit all your bullet points. When you get on stage and you do your thing, we give ourselves grace, because sometimes you may be amazing and going over here, but maybe you forget a bullet point or two. That does happen. And when you get down and you sit in your seat like, dang, I meant to say this. Dang, I meant to say that. Well, guess what? No one knew your speech but you. To the entire room, they know that you killed it. So you always get out there, you do your best. And when you come back, you know that if you miss those points, they weren't supposed to be in there in the first place.
It's okay. It's really okay. Normalize the fluff.
Yeah.
I like to say that. Now, here's the danger in that. Don't get too comfortable and relax, right? Because sometimes the fluff can have you to go over your time.
Oh, that's so good.
Or it's
You're like, I got to rush now.
Yeah, it's not that important. But when you normalize the fluff, it makes you feel like a normal person. Like you're just not delivering information. You're actually having a conversation. You're talking to me. And that's a very important point. Don't get so headstrong on the things that you remembered that you forget to be natural.
Yes. Because again, you're taking this class because you have a gift. We know that. Yeah. So at some point you have to say, I did all the work. I did all the things. I did all the homework. Now it's time for me to fly. It's time for me to soar. And it leaves us with our last point, which is very near and dear to our heart. Maybe this isn't something that's important for you, but it's 1000% important to Fly Ty and I. We pray every time. Yeah. The moment before we get on stage, the moment before we touch the microphone. For me, there comes a time in creating my speech and going through the memorization techniques. And I did the work. I practiced for months and months and months. But at some point, I then have to pray and give it to God. And at that moment, I don't rehearse it anymore. Yeah. At that moment, it's done because I'm like, it's in me. And I don't want to do too much at this point right before I go on where I mess it up and start to feel fear or nervousness or start to say, oh, I forgot this point. I start to trust myself and that you got this. You are called for this. You were born for this. So get up there and work that muscle. Be you, be engaged with the room, have fun, be funny, be impactful. Go through your speech, but allow God to shine through you. And so I always pray before I get up there because most of the time I'm like, I can't even do this anyways without him. I need him here. I need him to carry me. And every time I get off and I sit down Fly Ty, I'm like, we just killed that. That was amazing. That's right. But I truly believe it's because of my prayer and inviting God into that space.
And maybe it's not you praying. Maybe it's just you sitting quiet.
A moment of gratefulness.
Breathing. Yeah. Whatever that is, when you take that moment before you go out and deliver a speech, what you're actually saying is, I've done all I could do. Now I'm going to tap into my gift. And more importantly for us, the gift giver. Good luck with your next speech. We're giving you some powerful points for you to remember, for you to exercise. And then after you've done everything that you can do, it's taking it out of your hands and trusting the gift giver, trusting your talent, and trusting everything that you put in work to do. Good luck. And we wish you the best.
Keep us updated on your journey. You are advanced. You are next level. So let's see you shine.